Hey folks, Alan Saunders here at St. Vincent College, where the Steelers just wrapped up their final training camp practice in pads. It seems like they just got started out here in Latrobe, and they've played only one preseason game. But today, Wednesday, was the final time. They're going to get the pads on here at Chuck Noll Field at St. Vincent College and went full contact, full bore. And it was a huge difference from Tuesday's practice. A crisp practice session. Both offense and defense had some wins back and forth both ways. Individual player drills were spirited, and a positive note to close the physical part of camp here. They do have one more workout here tomorrow before returning to their Southside practice facility. But just a huge swing from 24 hours ago, where they had a rain-soaked, sloppy workout without pads, and it was obvious that the team was still struggling to move past the death of wide receivers coach Daryl Drake on Sunday. Today wasn't the case. It was a high-energy practice from the very beginning. It looked like football out there, and it looked like a team that's ready to get back to work and get back to the business of becoming a better football team. Interestingly enough, there were, some of those battles, some of those individual battles as things start to move forward and get towards the end of camp. You can start to look at individual players, and Mike Tomlin talked about today moving from 90 to 53, and I think you saw today in some individual drills looking at the backup offensive line spots, guys like Derwin Gray, Fred Johnson, Zach Banner. I thought they all really stood out in a positive way. And you look at that defensive secondary, I thought Brian Allen was outstanding. He had a nice interception, several pass breakups. You can start to tell that the guys with jobs on the line are starting to take this a little bit more seriously. They're starting to put full effort into it, and it's getting intense out there for good reason. So a positive, big turnaround here for the Steelers, but not a huge news day. But the one big thing was that Devon didn't practice today. A couple other players, Zach Gentry and B.J. Finney, left practice with a heat-related issue. But Devon Bush obviously expected to be a big contributor for the Steelers this season, not practicing today. Mike Tomlin said still undergoing evaluation, didn't give any sort of clue as to what the injury is or what the extent of the injury might be. But Bush was out there walking around in the practice field. He looked okay physically, so I would probably say there's some hope that it should be a minor injury. A bunch of other veterans didn't practice today as they're still dealing with some minor things. Marquise Pouncey, David DeCastro, Vince Williams, Joe Hayden, and Mike Tomlin classified all of them as day-to-day, said Williams is close, and Pouncey should probably get some work in when the Steelers go without pads tomorrow. I'll be back here at Chuck Noll Field at St. Vincent College for one final time. Until then, thanks for watching. I'm Alan Saunders with Pittsburgh Sports Live.